back, everybody. If you're a wine drinker, you may have found yourself standing at a cocktail party at some time, feeling like maybe your glass of wine needs just a little bit of something. So today, wine expert Angela iYellow is here to help mix things up with a few easy wine cocktails. Please say hello to Angela. Hi, sweetheart.
How are you?
Very good. And might I say, you look gorgeous in your cocktail dress.
Well, cocktails, they gotta go together, right?
Absolutely. So. And before we were starting, we were talking about sparkling wine, champagnes. And a lot of people think they're the same thing. If it's corked and it's bubbly, it's champagne. But that's...
Well, yes, a lot of people have that question. And champagne can only be called champagne if it's from France. Otherwise, it's known as a sparkling wine.
Okay.
So our first kind of three that we're working with are sparkling wine-based cocktails. So they're really easy to mix.
Yeah.
Like we said, easy cocktails. So everybody kind of knows the classic mimosa.
Yep.
A lot of showers, a lot of weddings, you know, brunches, you're having mimosas.
You know
really
it.
easy. What is it? What's in it? OJ and sparkling wine.
Sparkling wine.
You
can also do OJ and champagne as well,
yeah,
right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's the same thing, intermix.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, they originated in France, so it's originally been made with champagne.
Right.
So
this one here I love. A huge fan of Bellinis.
Yeah, it's kind of a twist on a mimosa. It kind of gives it a little bit of a kick.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to take is we're going to take some peach puree and add it.
Peach puree, you can get this at most sort of specialty grocery shops.
Yeah, at any real grocery store. You can make your own too. Like if you can grab, buy some peaches, crush them yourself, and throw them in, and you can make it, some fresh puree.
Why not? That'd be yummy.
And this is originally Italian, from Venice. So what I've done is I've paired it with a Prosecco, which is an Italian sparkling wine, to keep it nice and authentic.
So what would be the difference between like a Prosecco or sparkling wine?
Well, Prosecco is a grape, and it's made in Italy. So this is a Venetian, I guess, cocktail. So I kept it authentic and paired it with this. So take a.
Well, since it's here, Angela,
taste that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's lovely. Just a little hint of peach. Now, we're not adding a lot of the peach nectar, are we? Because that's too juicy.
I would say about, half an ounce to an ounce, and depending on what your taste, what you like to taste, what you like to drink. So you could add more. I mean, and you can do some crazy concoctions with this, too. The next one we're doing is very, very similar to the Bellini, but it kind of, twists it up a little bit more. So we're going to take a little bit of creme de cassis, which is basically black currant liqueur.
Right.
So a little bit darker, right? Look, we've got some nice blood red color there.
And this is really, okay. And now, is this cassis, is it generally quite sweet?
Yeah,
it's
definitely sweet.
Okay,
yeah,
so we don't want to overdo that, yeah?
It's really sweet. And some people can like this drink or hate this drink, but I poured it for a girlfriend last night. She loved it.
Of course.
And we're going to, so creme de cassis is traditionally French.
Doesn't that just say party? It's party in a glass.
Creme de cassis is made in France, but what I've done is sort of added a local twist, and I'm using a Canadian sparkling wine for this.
And again, these are all served very, very, very chilled, right?
Yes, definitely. You want to basically serve or pour and serve very quickly. And sometimes it's even nice to have chilled glassware. So if you have an extra few minutes, throw your glasses in the fridge to keep it nice and cold.
Yeah. These are really good. And incredibly festive as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And for these, would you garnish these with anything? Would you throw in?
Yeah, you can, and that's the nice thing about,
like
you can throw a berry in there.
Let's do that, yeah.
Throw it in there. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Yeah.
And that's gorgeous, Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And again, always serving those in a champagne flute, yes?
Champagne flute, absolutely. Or, they're called flutes. I mean, you don't have to call them champagne flutes. You can just call them flutes. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
This one I find really, really interesting. So let's go here.
This is a fun cocktail. This is a Canadian cocktail, which is why I really like this cocktail. But we've got an ice wine martini, or also known as an iced teeny.
An iced teeny.
A lot of the bars are sort of serving this. This is becoming a very, very popular one, and it's pretty easy to make at home.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make one for us, and then we can try it. So we're going to add 2 ounces of vodka. And then we're going to add...
Look at some people said, I said too, it's okay.
About an ounce of ice wine, and I have here a Cabernet Sauvignon ice wine, so it's going to add a titch of color to it.
Oh, nice, okay.
And the nice thing about ice wine is you want to stir this gently, so you just want to stir this around, mix it up a little bit.
And we would never shake that, no?
No, I think it's much more of a stirred cocktail.
Yeah?
So I'm going to take this out. We're going to pour this up here. Yeah, grab some of those grapes. And they're frozen grapes. You want to garnish with a frozen grape. Keep it authentic.
Isn't that great? Frozen grapes.
Whew.
Wow.
See how pretty that looks.
Isn't that pretty? Yeah.
Try.
Okay, I'll try it. You know what? I thought that would be surprisingly sweet. It's not.
No, the vodka cuts through the sweetness, which is nice.
That's really good. Now this one here is sangria.
Right,
you know,
okay,
it's
so
summertime.
you can't talk about cocktails without talking about sangria,
Yeah.
right? We've got a nice Spanish punch. So I'm sure everybody's made their own concoctions when it comes to sangria, and
Yes.
here's the nice thing about sangria is you can kind of make it your own. Whatever you feel like putting in,
it's
right?
kind of the general components, but then you can just shift them around.
Yeah,
Okay,
excellent.
so what
do you want to make
this?
this, and I'll tell you what
Absolutely,
to do?
please. Yeah.
Okay, so let's throw in, we've got 2 cups of basically juiced oranges. We're going to throw that in there.
And this is fresh OJ, right?
Fresh OJ.
Absolutely.
I squeezed it myself. Okay, and then we're going to put in the brandy and the sugar.
Oh, brandy's
So
here?
we've got about, I don't know, about a half to a third to about a half a cup of brandy.
Okay.
And you can use other liqueurs as well if you want to kind of spice this up. Like I said, you can use your creativity. And then we want to put in the sugar. So we use about a half a cup or about a half a cup
all
of
of
sugar.
this?
Yeah, all the sugar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Whoop.
oh,
This recipe will serve about 8 people. So we've got a nice big jug there. Sorry, yeah,
Okay.
spin it up. There we go. That's looking good.
So we're mixing that up. Okay.
We're mixing that up. And the
then
next
what do
thing
we
we
do?
want to do is add the wine.
Add the wine. So
Yeah, so here we've got, you know, basically you don't have to spend a lot of money on your wine when you're making sangria. You can pick something up that's, you know, nice and affordable, offers some value.
Put the whole
throw
thing?
it all in there. Yeah, throw the whole thing in there.
we can decant wine very quickly in our house. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, this is decanting, the decanting session. Okay, so we'll mix that up a little bit.
Yep.
Now let's wait on the club soda there. We're gonna need about 2 cups of club soda, but let's put in some lemons and some of the blood oranges. Throw in, I would, you know, throw in half the plate there. Yeah, throw them all in there.
Okay. And before we run out of time here, we'll just throw in the last few.
Yeah, add some club soda.
Club soda.
Yeah.
And this, we would actually add the club soda just before we serve, right?
Yeah, you
Because we
can
don't
throw
want
it
it to go.
There you go. You can throw it in just before you serve. And the other thing with sangria too is I found I served it the other day, and if you let it sit for about 8 hours, the taste profile just elevates
of course
itself.
it
It gets
would.
much better. It gets a little more fruit forward, and you know that's kind of a great way to prep for your party as well.
And again, the nice thing with this, like you said, you can control the sugar. So if you want a little
Yeah,
less, a little
you
more.
Exactly. You can
things of
control the
that
whole
nature.
punch, which
Yeah.
is nice. You can throw in some berries, make it look great.
Yeah. Isn't that yummy? That
And
looks like summer in a jar, doesn't
there
it?
you go.
Fantastic.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much. What do you think, guys? Wow.
Delicious.
That's incredibly fresh. Absolutely. We have to take a quick break, but before we go, guys, we have something for the audience. One person is going to get a little help making their very own wine cocktails with a Trudeau cocktail kit valued at $200. And everyone is taking home Trudeau's most awarded product of the decade, the True Lever Corkscrew and Foil Cutter. And those giveaways are all courtesy of Trudeau. That's for you guys. Don't go away. Ask Steve Research is coming up right after this, guys.